From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past. The 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. I got you pumped.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check, check. Fresno.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep. They've got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It was Armani Watts who got him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Ingram. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's track. Attack. Line 36. Line 36.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the fourth team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. 53. Hot 53. Man, let's get that ball, Theo. Shift, shift. Go get him. Go get him.
To throw is Jackson. On 3rd and 2. He uncorks it for... That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Set, cut. Okay, come on. Hey, tight. Sick guy. 49 the mic. Watch 49.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. His throw incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
49.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He's going to go for a big... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. Now another timeout call. Called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have...
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hey, 43, 15. Bravo! We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go, dude. Here I come. 48, Mike. Attack! Watch the flag. Motion, block. Mike, 48.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Check 48 Alpha. Check 48 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And Bucker able to put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 48. Mike 48. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 48. 48 to Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. So we got to step it up. Check, 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 check. Attack, attack. Hey, look, 48. Yellow, yellow. 48. Right 7, let's go. 48, 48, Mike. 48, right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Attack, attack. Check 99.
They'll go with McCoy. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. LaShawn McCoy unable to get to the marker. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson operating from the gun. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On first down, it's Ingram. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go, let's go.
Ingram again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ingram again, a first down carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 48 Mike, 48 Mike. Orbit. Get him, get him. Mike, 48, Mike, 48. I'm coming. I'm coming. Switch. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Yellow. Box track.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 47 yards as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Let's get it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Undercrush, undercrush. Oh.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Don't get nervous. Check the roll. To edge here. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. And none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long. It's complete to Snead. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, let 89 go deep. Check. 24 is the mark.
Jackson now throwing on 4th down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Wahoo! get nervous.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
48, Mike. 48. Watch one.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Double dog, that's the way. 48 to Mike. Wild Bill.
To throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Butker on for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.